Morning. Well, actually, it's like 3 o'clock, and it seems early for dinner, but I'm just done with breakfast, lunch, dinner. I just get up, don't eat until I'm hungry, then like when lunchtime, but it's too late for lunch because it's 3 o'clock. It's like, should I just eat something? Because then I'll be full till like 7, and then by that time I'm not going to cook dinner. So it's like, fuck it. We have snack breakfast, and food. Nighttime is just food. It's not breakfast. It's just, fuck these names. They're stupid. Anyway, I have these things of ribs, and I wasn't going to film this. I was literally lined all this up, and I'm like, wow, this looks so pretty. I should film this. Not a joke. So I haven't cleaned anything because C Cooks is consistent. Got this thing of ribs. Actually, I got 4 of those from Costco for like $30, like a big racks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish them on the barbecue, but I'm going to start them in the oven. I'm going to get them for at least an hour or two wrapped in foil and just really let them do their thing. And I did not look up any recipes or times. I'm just going to go off my own gut instinct on this. Curry powder? What's this? What are you, Mike's? Oh yeah. Oh, that's the one. That's the shit. So I've got some basics here. California onion, paprika, cayenne pepper, tarragon, because I don't use it enough and I like it. Garlic powder, and this is Hot Shot Extra Bold Pepper Blend. I got a thing of, this is brown sugar. That's gonna need to be microwaved. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a bad one. Now, I don't know. Like, I'm not looking anything up. I'm serious. I'm not doing anything. So we're just gonna do this by feel. I feel like a lot of cooking, a lot of real good cooks don't have a fucking clue. Now, I just want to be. If I lay down spices on this, what I should be able to do. A is make sure we got a good coverage on the thing, and then put everything down, and then just do the top again. Paprika from Africa. Why am I not putting it back there? Put it back there. We got it, and then I'm not gonna sugar both sides, and this is gonna basically constitute my dry rub. Tarragon. I love fucking tarragon. It's like a sweet herb. I don't know what I bought it for, but I remember putting it in something. Don't remember what it was, but I put it in something, and it was fucking amazing. I'm like, wow, I love tarragon, and I don't never use it. Cayenne pepper is basically, oh yeah, don't sniff that too much. If paprika wasn't a bitch, that's what cayenne pepper is. I am keeping in mind that slow cook. Oh Jesus God, there's no shaker on this. I did bad. I did bad. Zios did bad. There we go. That's why paprika's good. We like the flavor of paprika apparently. It's also an anime. Fuck, I keep closing it. I can't get my brain to be... Am I out of onion powder? I need to have it taped off, so it's only a little bit. Because this is way too fine for that big a hole. Okay. I'm not going to do sugar on the bottom. We're going to do sugar on the top. And I'm going to have it completely wrapped. So I can put the sugar on there and I don't have to worry about it burning. And I did salt this when I put this in here, so we've lost a little bit of liquid, but I'm not going to go crazy. And you are a very long boy, aren't you? I'm going to give this a little... Wow, I almost knocked all those on the floor. That would have been perfect. I don't mind it like sticking off. I preheated the oven to 225 also. I gotta touch my spice things again, so I gotta clean my hands. How do people make videos on the internet? Do they just stop the camera? Do they have someone else put the spices on? Do they just not film? And that wasn't really a great clean, so I'm gonna go with paper towels. If it was a great clean, I'd be fine, you know, just, you know, wipe it with the thing I'm gonna use it. Okay. Oh, just for consistency's sake, it is June... Echo! Date? I think it's the 6th.
It's Saturday, June 6th.
Saturday, June 6th. I'm going to go with more salt. Even though I had it covered in salt, I'm just going to salt the top a little bit. Because salt, little people know this, but salt, yeah, it tastes salty when there's a lot of salt. But salt, You put salt in baked goods for both chemical reasons and to bring out sweetness and things. We'll do it backwards order. Onion. Paprika. We'll do a back and forth with paprika. And I can close them when I'm done. So now I can close them. Now the cayenne, which is this is not a thing. These ribs are not going to be like, oh, you little baby ribs. No, these are man ribs. Tarragon. I'm amazed they even have this many spices. Get out of the fucking bottle! Okay. This, which is, I didn't point out what this is. This is Pike's Place Market Blend. Some like it hot. Alder's Smoke. And this contains garlic, granules, ground chili peppers, smoked salt. The smoke is why I'm adding this. Because I'm not smoking these ribs, and I'd like to be smoking these ribs, but I don't want a smoker, and I'm not prepared to own a smoker. Don't tell me to buy a smoker, shut up. Get that smoked salt on there. Which is actually salt, which I wouldn't need to use salt. And this is just basically pepper, but again, if pepper wasn't a bitch. I like a little bit of heat in my food. You know, so my bowels bleed. And then garlic. And it wouldn't be a rub if you didn't fucking rub it. See how the bottom came out. See, the bottom needs... There we go. Pick it up. Fizzle this bojizzle mizzle. What I need is some sort of vacuum, like a spice vacuum. That I could just vacuum up what was there and then just dump it. But I'd probably use my real vacuum, this cat. Bad cat poop. 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 Or poop, Ron Burgundy. Did I rip the fucking foil? Fuck. Well, that's ripped already. Sure, it's fine. Let's get the edges. Let's do one of those. Let's get one of those. And actually, what if diagonal was invented for the reasons that things don't fit in pans. So now, we've got a 225 degree oven. Do I wrap it or do I leave it exposed? I think I'm gonna just throw another layer of tin foil on the top of it. Do I need to add any liquids? I shouldn't have to add any liquids. Silver side out reflects heat. This side is non-stick, so let's just do the silver side in. And I'm just gonna tent it like that. I'm not gonna go like full Insano Flex. God, I haven't seen the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie in a long time. That's it. And I'm not gonna probe it. I'm just gonna put it in a 225 degree oven for, I guess, a while. What do we say a while is? Let's reset this. 2 hours and 1 minute at 225. I will actually do some research. And I'm not gonna film the side dishes. I have potatoes and onions and spinach and green beans and corn. In fact, I might just eat this corn right now. Because I have all those other things. And I used to buy them only like this, and then you soak them in salt water. And then you could put them in the oven for 30 minutes, and you have really good corn. Or you get them shucked, completely shucked. And I got this from Wegmans, which is why they look fucking amazing. Jesus. The other way that I've been making corn, and I think it's as good or better than the way I was just describing, is in the microwave. And I've done this on live stream. Not sure if I've ever put it in a cooking video, so we're gonna put it in a cooking video right now. The secret to making perfect corn at home in like 3 minutes. Because it's literally fucking fast. Because I haven't made like legit cooking videos in a while, and I apologize. That's why everything's from fucking 2017. Literally yesterday on the cooking channel, this cooking channel, a video came out that was recorded October 31st, 2017. The current date is June 6th, 2020. And it's not me being a dick, it's just that we had always planned to release 3 videos a week. One by my cousin, one by my sister, one by me. And this way we could just do, 3 or 4 in a week and then spend time off. So instead of doing that, my cousin continued to make 3 or 4 a week. I made as many as I did, and then we just, Never released them. Like, had like a 5 or 6 month drought of no one. They just didn't release them. We had them, just never released them. So here, I've soaked half a paper towel. And that's it. You just give it like a little tuck. Take said corn, wrapped in a wet paper towel. It could be sopping wet. This will go on. I'll have to make sure you break that up at the halfway mark. I almost forgot about that. You thought I forgot about it. In fact, I didn't even use the regular sugar, but I'm just gonna let it do like the spicy one, and then we'll get in with the sweet one. And then by that time, I should be able to bring out the barbecue and just seal the shit out of it. So this, 1, 2, 3. I love this microwave. It's a shitty old microwave. You're a great old microwave. It has 2 buttons. A start button, you press it and it goes 30 seconds. It just starts running. And you had 30 seconds, 30 seconds. And then there's a quick minute button. Now, if you hit quick minute, a minute comes on. And you hit 2 more times and it's 3 minutes. You can't add a minute to when you start with 30 seconds, and you can't add 30 seconds when you start with a minute. So you're only stuck in those denominations. Still the best fucking microwave, because I don't have to, I go to my cousin and it's like, no, hit power, then hit 100, then hit time, then hit 30, and then hit start. Minute, 3 minutes. Magic Chef. If Magic Chef made a $600 microwave and it had those 2 buttons on it, I'd do it. You find me a better way to control a microwave. I just want high and I just want 30 seconds. Boom. I want high, I want 1 minute. Boom. 1 press. Fuck you. I'm angry. I'm angry because I know I'm going to go looking for a microwave at some point in the future. And it ain't going to be there. Oh, I got to take out butter. This is cheap butter. We don't use this for corn. Don't you fucking dare. We've got Kerrygold and we've got the fancy French stuff. And I've got really expensive butter that's $60 a pound that was sent to me by Ryan from Mod House, who felt guilty about it. So he only kept $30 worth of it and sent me the other half. And it's very, it's non-salted, which is why I'm using this, not that, because that's unsalted and I have to salt everything. So I got the sugars to add to this. This is a piece of roast beef from the day before yesterday. And I'm going to finish that with some corn. And that's like my middle food. Because I got 2 hours on that. And I'm going to start making side dishes and I'm fucking hungry. So that's got another minute on it. That's Princess Pasta watching movie night. She apparently... Let's go spy on Princess Pasta. Well, this is what she did. First of all, she's got a Windows computer with an ultra-wide screen. She moved the taskbar to the top to be more like a Mac, because apparently that's where their shit is. And then she's got VLC showing a Guy Ritchie's movie on that side, which was Rock and Rolla. Great movie. And then she's playing balloons, so she can't focus. And there's Ventrilo. Look how many people are in Ventrilo. I wish she would hide the menu bars. But, yeah. 30 seconds in that corn. I didn't want to show that I was going to be sitting here eating roast beef, like in the meantime. How does Zia's cook? Well, what you do is you get your ribs prepped, and then you start eating roast beef, just cold. Oh, I'm not even warming it up, by the way. I love cold roast beef. It's like and roast beef is that food, that like magic food that I could eat like all of it. And this is how much of that second roast beef is left. And that juice, turbulent juice, I'm probably gonna drizzle some of that on top of that. We'll see. I'm just actually trying to wait to show you the corn. Take it out. 3 minutes for one, 4 minutes for 2 ears. And I would wrap them individually. I wouldn't like put them together and wrap it. And I wet them in the sink. You can wet the plate. You can see the steam coming off of this. Oh, that's a lot of steam. That is a lot of steam. That is hot, wet, turbulent juice. Now the moisture in the bottom of the thing, you can just give it a wipe if you don't want to have like your corn sitting in liquid, because you're about to do this. Did someone bite my butter? What the fuck happened to it? That's very strange. My new method no longer requires you to rotate the corn. You just massage back and forth in the same spot. It will be hot enough. That's another thing when you take it out of like an oven and it's very hot to peel. So this eliminates the fact that you're going to burn yourself peeling it. And if you do right over the center, back and forth, and you keep going until you've developed the groove in the butter groove as I like to call it. There. That is enough butter floating there that is now dripping through the kernels around the outside. I've lost. Put that piece back. I don't need you. So that's gonna be perfectly buttered. In fact, it's already dripping on the bottom. And then I would usually a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, crack it on top, and I finally refill my red pepper flakes and just go, oh yeah, oh. Let me pick this up and see if I can show it to you without it being, motherfucker, that is perfect corn. Now it's hot and I don't use holders. Usually I'll bite through the ends and that'll give me something to grab onto. And you're gonna ask for it. Even though it's hot, and I would probably let this sit for another few seconds. Look, there's a pool of butter on the bottom. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, right. That's how you make perfect corn. Like, that was 3 minutes in the microwave. Didn't even have to rotate it, just butter the top, let it... Little salt, little red pepper flake, and you could rotate it and do it and roll it in the plate with all the butter. Oh, it's so good. I missed a straggler. Anyway, we're back for more ribs in a bit. Okay, well, pasta's a quitter because she lost her H&M cart and there was only one thing in it, and she blames Windows and Chrome for not having anything in her cart. Even though I'm pretty sure it was probably just a login issue, like she probably logged into H&M and it just deleted everything, or I don't know, maybe the sale ended. But nope, she quit, going back to Apple and Safari where it's safe. Pisses me off. So we have got 11 minutes down. We definitely have a nice, goopy crust here. I'm going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to do this. We have a nice, oh wow, that is thick. This is more liquidy, and that's definitely where the sugar ended up. I'm trying not to drip this on everything. I'm going to lift. I need to lift the whole thing. Oh, I'm trying to get a little deeper section so I can do that. Yeah. Any parts where you see the sugar isn't quite melted, give it some moisture. Give it some hot moisture. And I really wish I would have gone nuts with the tin foil now. Of course I didn't, and it's gonna bite me in the ass. Yeah, look at this, yeah. Push down the corner. Oh God, yes. Base to that shit. Need some sort of internal Stirling engine that also works externally. So I'm gonna kill this now. Clear off. I'm just gonna let this sit in a warm oven. I mean, it's still set to 290, which is not exactly hot. Let them sit there. They're just, it's not gonna dry out. It's just gonna sit there. I could actually cover them again because we're not super concerned about, there we go. Stay. We're not super concerned about melting the sugar. That's gonna happen in the back. We just wanted to get it distributed. Add a little bit of moisture to the top to the dry rub. This has been heating up. I've got mushrooms that I have to chop because they're way too big. These are giant mushrooms. I got a bigger cutting board. Two smaller cutting boards. Theos has so many cutting boards. So many cutting boards. Borad. So many Borad. Okay. Again, you don't need to watch me make these side dishes because frankly I just want to relax and have music playing while I'm doing that. But I'm doing those. I already ate corn today. I have to deal with this spinach. That spinach is steel turkey. Smoked turkey breast. It's for Chewbacca. The green beans I'll probably save for the chicken. I have a chicken and carrots and green beans. So I had corn already. I'll do spinach and mushrooms. That's good. Spinach is, if I'm, you know what, I have a pizza and honestly you throw some fresh spinach on a piece of pizza, it's still you're eating a fucking entire pizza by yourself because you're quarantined. But at least it's got spinach on it. So I'm probably gonna make like 3/4 of this, and I'll do that in my taller pot, which usually has something in it. So that's my today's duty. Put this on the back burner. I need a place for lids. Fucking lids are the worst. None of these lids are... Well, that one's disgusting, but it's not dirty on the inside. It's only dirty on the outside. I need a whole new kitchen. And Zeos needs a new place to live. I think I've come to that decision at this point. It's time. It's just fucking time, because I've expanded as a person. And I fucking put my lids somewhere. Anyway, right after I get all this shit set up, we'll go play at the barbecue. Loop this up because it's in your eyes. So there's 3/4 of that giant container of spinach becomes like a large spoonful. And the bitterness is in that liquid. So we're going to drain that real quick. Like half a spinach review. We're just going to just get some of that. Ugh. The bitters. Ugh. Now I've never made proper cream of spinach. Like I've read instructions. I love my cream of spinach, but I just can't. So much. I should just drain this. It just falls. It comes out forever. You can like slide it around, and like do we have any more? Yeah, we just saw more liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace that liquid. Turn that down real low with butter. Because that's today's theme, is how much butter is in it, Zeos. But did you add enough butter? Just a little bit. That's a little bit. And this actually probably needs a little more butter, because that is a lot of mushrooms. I didn't add butter to the pork ribs, though. So, I mean, that's sort of like a win. It's a win in my book. Let's toss this around. I'm actually going to shut this off. Because really I don't need to cook this anymore. I salted this, I peppered it, I added a little bit of lemon juice to it. I'm just going to let the butter take over. And I'm going to give this a toss. Nice and slow and low. You want slow and low on mushrooms. And there's onions under there that I had them in here for probably 7-8 minutes before I did the mushrooms. Again, slow and low. Got that at Wegmans. So I'm going to lower this a little bit. Let's go prep the faucet of fire. That needs to be turned on. And we're going to need this, which I left out in the rain, so it got nice and wet again. That's garbage. Oh, by the way, today... Yes, it's June. I should have filmed it because it was actually an important event. I had these grills. These are brand new. I had to buy a whole new assembly just to get the grills. It's cost me over $200 because I didn't have any of the $40 grills in stock. And the other one was sort of messed up. I mean, there's giant holes in here. But these new grills, same grills as the old ones, but there's the old one. They were rusting. And they shouldn't have been. And what I ended up doing was putting these in my oven, brushing them with Crisco for 5 hours. I'm sorry, for 3.5 hours. Everything off here. It's actually breezy here. And so every hour I would rebrush them, and I cured the burners, the grills themselves in my oven. There's one. There's two. Now we don't have to get this super hot. We're basically just putting a nice, giving it that barbecue. That wasn't too hot, was it? Shouldn't have been. That's fine. That's fine. On low with this new regulator, because you people on the cooking channel haven't seen the new regulator. This regulator, I don't think it's for a barbecue. I think it's more for like a foundry. Because I could destroy a cast iron pan. Like ruin it. I have 2 brand new propanes. Because quarantine and, living off the grid and all that shit we're gonna have to do in 2020. So that's literally gonna be hot. By the time I'm done here and go over there, we're gonna be good to go. You're off. The back burner's off. I'm gonna do that. See, we're starting to get some moisture out of there, and there's two schools of thought with this. Either you just you turn it up, get that moisture to boil off, or you add more moisture in the form of wine, and then either way, you just keep seasoning until you're happy, and then fucking load this up with breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs absorb all that moisture and all that flavor, and then you're good to go. This is gonna be a lot of mushrooms and onions. I'm gonna leave you here. I have to get the ribs out. I'd really... You're clean. If I can make it here, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to me. New York. I don't really need the glove on the hand that's going to be operating the tongs. It's probably not the smartest idea. You'll be safe for a little bit. I'll be back anyway. Okay, come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Take you off. Oh, it's literally pouring turbulent juice. And it's shrunk. Look, it fits in the pan now. Because all that connective tissue has recoiled in the horror that is heat. I'm going to try to leave this in one piece. It's probably going to drip over the side. Let's do that. That's good stuff. Leave that there. You can shut the oven off. The oven's been off. Alright, let's just go outside. I might be able to do this without stopping the camera, because it's not going to take much. I just want to make sure nothing happens here, because we are abandoning our running stove, and I'm sure somewhere on the guise of the internet is like, no, you can't do that. I have another one of these tongs, a longer one outside, but I've already used these, so let's a rockin' and a rollin'. Yep, there's smoke literally shooting out the bottom now. Only at 300 it says, but that's... We've actually got a lot. It's a pretty good color as it is, but I'm still gonna go and I'm gonna lay this down. And I'm not gonna close it. I have my brain's going through options. Do I want to close it? But that's more like putting it back in the oven. I'm just trying to get that fat really fucking messed up. So here we are, by the way. I had this since December like the 5th, and it's finally dying. And it's been watered, and it's been outside, and it's gotten sun, and it's gotten rain. I was trying to literally just to show my family up, because Jay went to the mountain and cut down the tree, and they're so fresh, and they were dead by Christmas. And I'm like, fuck you. Because I'm allergic to trees. Like, it'll bother me if I smell pine trees for like 6 hours a day. We got some fat causing a fire, which can be bad, and will be another reason to close the lid, to suffocate it a bit. But there's so much wind and vents, I'm pretty sure it'll never go out. So in Stark, it's lost its green in the last like few weeks, and now the actual needles are starting to go. The good news is when it's dead, I just throw it over there and I'll be done with it. You did well, tree. You did well. I'm pretty sure they need more than water at this point. They probably need like nutrients from the ground. Look how well nothing sticks to these grills. Spend the time. If you have cast iron grills, treat them like a cast iron pan. You have to... You gotta give them the first, you gotta, what the fuck's the word called? When you got a cast iron pan and you do a thing to it. You gotta treat it, you gotta give it the treatment, you gotta give it the fucking, you gotta patina it, what the fuck, wow. I'm lacking in pork, that's what it comes down to. If I had more pork in my body, this would be easy, I'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Cure, you gotta cure the cast iron? I believe that's one of the ways to say it. I'm gonna flip it. Like, it's not illegal to flip it more than once. Jay cooks. And the heat is always in the back for some reason. I don't know if... like, the burners are pretty much centered. But I always, when I'm cooking anything with this design, it's always hotter in the back. We've already got a little bit of a line forming. I'm actually going to turn this up to, oh. Do you hear that? That's the sound of a jet plane. Which this is not designed for that level of heat. Like they tell you with a standard regulator that this hose came with, you know, don't run it at full, and what's happening currently is like 250% of what it was capable of previously. Oh, I can tell you the heat's there now. Now fire is just gonna form underneath it. Anyway, back to my beautiful tree. Hello, beautiful tree. And actually, let me show you my other beautiful tree. Look at this. This is a weed. There's another one down there. These leaves get huge. And it's probably going to break through the roof at some point because it's living underneath the wood of this. I don't know how. Life finds a way. But that actually grants you some shade in the summer, because as soon as that sun is there, you die here. Hot. Oh yeah. That's the color we're looking for. And the flames aren't touching it itself. It's the radiating heat from the metal below, and it will glow red. I'm gonna go back to, I'm going back to not jet plane, because it's got enough. Keep in mind, these ribs are cooked. They're done. We're just doing color now. I should get a barbecue sauce and sauce them. I know you sauce the ribs. Here's my problem with that. This barbecue again is new. Oh my God. And I do not wish to ruin it, and saucing the ribs will ruin it. If it was a charcoal grill and it was a public grill or something, I wouldn't care. Or if I wanted to pull them out and clean it, I wouldn't care. So I'm gonna sauce them once they're done. Get them back inside, big cutting board, cut them apart, sauce them with the cuts, and be done with it. Oh yeah, oh my God, yeah. You're done. The bubbling of all that sugar. I always shut off the tank as opposed to the burners so it doesn't keep any pressure in the lines, and you'll hear a pop as the fire burns away. Or you won't. It's fine. That actually melted that. This may ignite it a little bit, like that. I gotta wait for that to cool off a little bit, and then I want to spray it down. You want to keep those grills moist with oil. Moist, I say. And we're gonna leave it open for now and do its thing. Leave everything there. This is good. Leaving on a jet plane. I know exactly when I'll be back again because I have a ticket. Don't hit my coats with that. Alright, this pan's actually not hot. So, how is our stuff here? I'm gonna close that and try not to forget about it, because this is 3 days later. We'll be like, oh shit. See, you're getting... There's a lot of liquid in here now, and you could drain it. The options are drain it, add alcohol. I'm probably going to do the thing with the breadcrumbs. I should have enough breadcrumbs. Let's check that. Not rubbing alcohol, not Whistle Pig. There's other alcohols you can use. You can use plain breadcrumbs, which I actually have a number of. Have any open plain breadcrumbs? Throw away those cornflakes. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use plain breadcrumbs, and I'm going to season on top. Because who the fuck likes plain breadcrumbs? That's dumb. The fact that they're seasoned usually adds something to it. So all I should need to add is some Parmesan cheese, because that's what's in breadcrumbs, by the way. And I just went to Costco and bought another one of these. And it ripped. I'm glad this one ripped. So let's make our better breadcrumbs. Our better crumbs, I think I would like to call them. Cheese. This shit's like $11 a bag, so that handful's probably like 70 cents worth. You run with it. We need Italian seasoning. $25 grinds. Salt, and I'll use the pink Himalayan just because I have a giant bag of it. Salt. Go back to the onion powder. We have onions in there, but I mean, I think onion powder does different jobs. And we'll do garlic powder. Don't fall. Zeos has requested you do not fall. Alright, that should be... I'm sure I'm missing something, and someone's in the comments like, don't you know how to make Italian breadcrumbs, jackass? And I'm like, nah, jackass. What am I missing? Come on, you people know I'm missing something. If I have seasoned. I could just check the ingredients list, just in case you're allergic to something, they have to list it. Probably could use a little more Italian seasoning. The grinder is great for distribution, but it will take forever sometimes when you need like just a lot of it. It's fine. It's fine. We are looking good here. Like this all looks done. This is like a perfect doneness. So we're just gonna take this and we're just gonna sprinkle this to fuck over everything. Because there should be enough butter in there that it's gonna season everything we're putting in here now anyway. And if I put enough, it should just absorb all of our breadcrumbs and turn it into a goopy mess. Who doesn't like a nice goopy mess? You shouldn't see any dry breadcrumbs. By the time you're done with this, you should see just goop. And again, I would recommend seasoned unless you know how to season your own, which I blatantly don't. But we're also taking all that liquid that has been sitting in onions and butter and mushrooms, and now we're just solidifying it so we can shut that off. Okay. Now, that's done. That's... Scrape that off a bit. This has been done. This has got that little bit of extra butter on it, which we can remove from the pan. Try not to make any more dirty dishes. If there's a little bit of turbulent juice, I'm just going to call this episode the turbulent juice episode. I'll forget. By the time I upload it and name it, that'll be completely out of my mind about what I was talking about. That's good there. You're going to cool the fuck off and be good there. And I could have added also some sort of alcoholic liquid to that. We need a sauce for you. Now I have my favorite sauce, which is Rufus Teague. However, Blazing Hot is not a recommended sauce for like, oh, smother something in it. I mean, we could try like one rib in that, but it's not smart. I like this Touch O Heat, which is why this one's mostly empty. I bought them both. I'm like, oh, I just saw this Blazing Hot, and it's barely used because it's not hot. It's blazing hot. I also have the Secret Aardvark stuff, which this stuff is like 2017. This is like, still smells so fucking good. How do they do that? How do they make it last forever? I've got Worcestershire sauce. I've got this one that's made of truffles, which is like a hot sauce, which isn't a barbecue sauce. I don't really have much more in the way of barbecue sauces. I've got Bespoke Bacon Jam. That's good. And I'm probably going to whip out one of these for tonight, right now. This is Moneybags Cane Sugar Root Beer. And this is made by Gene Simmons of Kiss fame. So, I mean, you can't ask for a better. It's actually amazing. The bottle feels expensive. He has cola and ginger ale. I bought all three. The cola is very decent. The ginger ale is meh, because ginger ale, unless it's like a ginger root beer, then it's just ginger beer. I don't know, it's ginger ale. Ginger beer I find better if you make a real good ginger beer. All right, let's just get this apart so I can deal with one. We have nice burnt bones. The bones are nice and burnt. Now you can either slice down or you can lay it on the table. Whatever lets you see the bone structure. Like for example, that. Oh, look at that coloring. If it's still slightly pink, you're fine. If it's like blatantly pink, you're not fine. This is fine. And that's the thickest part, so it's going to be more and more done down the line. Which is why if you have a big rack, and if you have a big rack, you can cut the smaller part out, take that out of the oven earlier. How many pieces we got here? Yeah, that's a perfect rib. I'll know how well it falls off the bone when I pull it off the bone. Let's see if it just, oh yeah. We just slide it down the shaft. Holy gods. Yeah, no. See that? That's the test. That's the hot. No sauce first. Mmm. Oh yeah. It's actually not crazy overpowering flavor. There's a bit of sweetness. The heat. Remember I said we put all that the cayenne? It's just barely there, which is why I'm gonna ruin my meal with this. This is ruined meal levels of heat. Well, I love Rufus Teague, but he could fuck up a meal. I'm gonna put him on the smallest rib. Get out of here, you bastard. Get out of here, you bastard. Okay, I'm gonna do like enough to finger this rib. And I'm not gonna eat this right away. We'll eat this second because I want to enjoy my meal, and this is not gonna allow that. Yeah, just give that a nice. I want to lick my fingers so bad. You don't know, but I know what Rufus Teague does. This stuff, the touch of heat. I actually had a really good hot sauce, but I think it was old as fuck. Oh, I have hoisin sauce. Shit, I bought hoisin sauce to do for the ribs, didn't I? It's the reason I bought the ribs because of the hoisin sauce. You're supposed to, this is like the full-on Asian. Let's smell it. Always got to smell this shit. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna do one of these in hoisin. The Van Hoytel, boy with apple. The Van Hoysen, boy with apple. So that's murder death. This is hoisin sauce, which probably could have benefited from being in the barbecue under direct heat. But we're just gonna give that a loving rub. That I can lick off my finger. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna leave these. This is a giant one. This one's been abused. You're gonna get. Why? Why is everything in my pockets? Ah, fuck. Now there's ribs in my pockets. And I'm happy to see you. There we go. Yeah, just give that touch of heat. I'm gonna lay this. Oh God. That's the sauce that dreams are made of. If you ask me what my favorite barbecue sauce is, it's Rufus Teague. Touch of heat. Not that fucking blazing one. Alright, I'm gonna take a big bite out of this. Mmm. Oh, it's juicy. Give me a second. Oh. Processing. That's a fucking amazing rib. I'm glad I filmed this. By the way, they were unwrapped, the ribs, in my fridge for 2 days. Just a little bit of salt, I'll take them out of the package, let them sit there uncovered. Let juices come out, let it dry up a bit. Hoisin sauce. Mmm. Look, you can take your thumb and just slide it along the bone, and you have a clean bone. Oh. The hoisin sauce is doing good. However, Very Asian. Feeling like it needs to be more on vegetables. Okay. I'm ready. Do I have water? I have nothing to drink. It's fine. Should have prepared for this. I'll just pull this meat off of here. Same flavors as a touch of heat. But now it's starting. Touch of heat? They're blazing hot. You know what? I've had that bottle a while. I might have calmed down. You know what? I might do a 50-50 toucho and blazing. That blazing wasn't bad. That it's in the back of my throat. It's in the back of my throat. The hoisin. Alright, we'll save the hoisin for something more Asian. Relax. Pork. Unsauced is still good too. That's the thing. Yeah, okay. I guess you should try this stuff. You did watch me cook it and season it. Anyone opposed to the idea of starting a restaurant that literally puts you either eating over a sink or next to a sink? Really? That was a big piece of pork for you, baby. Oh, I missed your food dish. Don't get E. coli off the fucking floor. Again. Okay. Eating here. Let's try the spinach. See if it's bitter. Not bitter at all. I did sprinkle sugar into this, by the way. Like, just fucking pure cane sugar. You don't watch me do that. Butter, drain it, a little bit of lemon. Probably 2 tablespoons of sugar. That's solid. That was a solid fucking spinach. I want to get an onion and a mushroom. It needs the liquor. So I could tell I put plain breadcrumbs in here. It's kind of like a cardboardy taste. I didn't season those breadcrumbs enough. There is enough absorbency here that I could probably add some sort of flavorful liquid. I need to just touch it up. Need a little touch up. Need a little touch up. I don't know what to put in that. Hot dogs? Hot dog water? Soy? More butter, you say, tubers? So I like this method. They're cooked perfectly. But those breadcrumbs, I wish I had seasoned breadcrumbs or more salt or something. It just tastes a little cardboardy. I can fix this. Anyway, I'm gonna consume everything you've seen. Everything. And I'll catch you in 2023 when this video actually comes out. No, actually, I'm gonna say this video should come out in 2021. I'm gonna go for that, like a 6-month. It's currently June 6th, 2020. Quarantine, yellow area. We're now under yellow quarantine. I made ribs. I'm happy. You're happy. Those need flavor. I'm moving on. Check out the Patreon.